President Trump gave Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman the royal treatment when he visited the White House on Tuesday. The Saudi leader was greeted on the South Lawn by an army-mounted honor guard on black horses bearing American and Saudi flags. And as the Crown Prince reached Trump's side, 6 U.S. warplanes conducted a flyover. It was a lot. The two were legitimately yucking it up together in the Oval Office. I am talking full-on belly laughing, and this wasn't even an official state visit. More like a diplomatic dropping by. But that doesn't mean nothing got done. Just the opposite, in fact. Let's hear the president explain it.
And I want to thank you because you've agreed to invest $600 billion into the United States. And because he's my friend, he might make it $1 trillion, but I'm going to have to work on him. But it's 600. We can count on 600 billion, but that number could go up a little bit higher, yes.
The White House says those investments will focus on sectors, including artificial intelligence and rare earth materials. And as has so often become the case since President Trump returned to the office, he then opened the floor up for questions. The two leaders were asked about the security and reconstruction of Gaza. Now, MBS dodged a bit on just how much his country will chip in before President Trump stepped in and seemed to answer for him, saying, quote, "It'll be a lot. It's very important to him." And then things got heated. A reporter from ABC News asked about 2 things that really seemed to irk President Trump. First, his personal business interest in Saudi Arabia. Now, he said he no longer had any control of the business and applauded his children for running it, including any interest in Saudi Arabia. But the reporter also asked about the death of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi back in 2018. Now, his murder was believed by some to have been orchestrated or at the very least known about by the Crown Prince. President Trump trashed ABC as fake news, but then answered the question for MBS.
As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.